For question 1, manufacturing, net income using traditional format, sale 12,000 minus cost of goods sold 6,000 and get gross margin 6,000. The total selling expenses, variable selling plus fixed selling. And for administrative expenses, variable administrative plus fixed administrative. And the total expenses is selling expenses plus administrative expenses and get 5,000. And then gross margin minus total expenses and get net operating income. Using contribution format, sale 12,000 and the total variable expenses, cost of goods sold 6,000, variable selling 600 and variable administrative 400. And the total variable expenses, cost of goods sold plus variable selling plus variable administrative. And to get contribution margin, sale minus total variable expenses and get 5,000. And for fixed selling and fixed administrative, the total fixed expenses, fixed selling plus fixed administrative and get 4,000. Contribution margin minus total fixed expenses and get net operating income 1,000. We proceed to job order costing. Okay, step 1, calculate estimated total manufacturing overhead based on equation Y equal A plus BS. A is fixed cost for milling. Fixed cost is this, and for assembly 500,000. Milling department use based on machine hour, so variable manufacturing overhead per machine hour 2 ringgit, and for assembly based on direct labor hour 3.75. Total machine hour for milling department 60,000, and for assembly total direct labor hour 80,000. And then to get variable manufacturing overhead per direct labor hour time total machine hour for milling, and for assembly variable manufacturing overhead per direct labor hour time total direct labor hour. Total manufacturing overhead, fixed manufacturing overhead plus variable manufacturing overhead and get 510,000. And for assembly, fixed plus variable and get 800,000. Step 2, calculate predetermined overhead rate for milling, this, and for assembly, this. Total machine hour for milling is 60,000, and for assembly 80,000 per direct labor hour. And to find predetermined overhead rate, total manufacturing overhead divide total machine hour for milling, and for assembly total manufacturing overhead divide total direct labor hour for assembly, and get 8.5 ringgit per machine hour for milling and 10 ringgit per direct labor hour for assembly. Step 3 is calculate the amount overhead applied. First, predetermined overhead 8.5 ringgit and for assembly 10 ringgit per direct labor hour. Machine hour, actual machine hour for job 407 is for milling department, and for assembly actual direct labor hour 20 hour. And to get manufacturing overhead applied, predetermine overhead rate time total machine hour. And for assembly, predetermine overhead rate time actual direct labor hour and get to 100 for assembly, 7 seat 5 for milling department. Step 4 is calculate the total job cost. Direct labor hour for milling and for assembly, direct material is 370. Direct labor cost 70, and for assembly 280, and the total is how to sum and the sum. And the total cost, we find direct material plus direct labor cost plus manufacturing overhead applied and get 2,485 ringgit. And step 5, calculate the selling price for job 407. Total cost is, and markup, to find a markup price is 75% times total cost. And total cost is, to find selling price, total cost plus markup and get 4,348.75 ringgit. Okay, we proceed to question 3, process costing using weighted average method. First, calculate equivalent units of production. To find unit transfer, units beginning work in process plus units started minus units ending work in process and get 4,800. And for conversion, units beginning work in process plus units started and then minus ending work in process and get 4,800. For equivalent units ending work in process for material 40% times 400, and for conversion 25% times 400. To find equivalent units of production, unit transfer plus ending work in process plus ending process. Okay, cost per equivalent units, cost of beginning for material 9,600, and for conversion direct material beginning work in process, cost added for material is this, and for conversion this, and the total cost cost of beginning plus cost added. Equivalent units. To get cost per equivalent units, total cost divide equivalent units of production, and for conversion divide equivalent units of production and get 76.25 for material and 72.75 for conversion. Cost of ending work in process. Ending work in process equivalent is this for material and for conversion 100. Cost per equivalent units this and this. To get cost of ending work in process, equivalent units ending work in process time cost per equivalent units and get 12,200, and for conversion 100 times 72.75. Get this. The total material plus conversion. For unit complete for material 4,800, and for conversion units per equivalent units. And to get cost of unit transfer out time cost per equivalent units. And the total is this. Sorry. And last cost reconciliation. Cost of beginning work in process plus material cost plus conversion cost and cost added during period plus material cost plus conversion cost, and the total cost beginning work in process plus cost added, and cost accounted for as follows: cost of ending work in process this, and unit transfer out this. To get total cost, cost of ending work in process plus cost of unit transfer out this, and get the sum. The total cost to be accounted for and total cost accounted for is same.